I've been sat looking at this security area for a little while now. I've been trying to figure out what to do to make it a bit more efficient, to get people through a little bit quicker, and really the only thing I can do is add more security checkpoints, because the ones we have at the minute just aren't enough for the number of international departures that we have coming through the airports. I've actually been looking really closely and noticing that about 3 people at a time can go through a large security checkpoint, about 2 on a medium and 1 on a small checkpoint. So I could arguably cram a whole bunch of small checkpoints in here and just see what happens, but I don't think it's going to be any more efficient than what we have going on right now. So I have to come up with another way of getting people through security a little bit quicker, because what's happening is sometimes these queues are so bad that people just, they get through, and what these people are doing, I think that might be staff actually, but we'll use the staff as the example. They get through and they just leave. Their flight is gone. Or they get through passport control and they just go back through passport control because their flight is gone. And that's not really ideal. And the reason I bring that up is because we are going to be doing some work over here. I've already gone ahead and placed all of the boarding desks for all of our new aircraft stands. So adding 3 more large flights to this whole mess is just going to make it more of a mess. And I also want to mention, just right off the bat, there will be several times throughout this video that the game basically freezes and stops working. This is getting to be unplayable. And I've got a pretty decent PC, but it's getting to be unplayable. It was getting to be unplayable a while ago, if we're completely honest with ourselves, but it's really getting quite bad now. But I'm going to stick with it for at least this episode and probably at least one more, just to see what we can manage to do. Now, as you can see, as I've already mentioned, I have been a little bit busy in placing some new things around here. I've gone ahead and set up this entire system here for getting people out of the airport, although I do need to set up the queues for the passport checks. And then going underground, I've streamlined this just a little bit. So I've taken out some of the unnecessary bits of terminal, and we have very narrow corridors with walkolators in them. And they're set to work in such a way that everyone coming off of a set of escalators can get onto a walkolator and then take a break for the next set of escalators and so on. And then they just come around and leave. So that's working exactly the way I want it to. I just need to go ahead and connect this stand and these 2 stands to a baggage bay, which was a bit of an issue until I went ahead and built a new baggage bay, which was absolutely essential because we didn't have one. Although I'm also not sure if I can actually connect. Oh, there we go. So I can connect it. It's just not working right now because that baggage bay is switched off. But we'll get you connected as well. And there we go. And that's perfect. That's fine. We did need another baggage bay, so this will do wonders for us. But we can go ahead and turn this guy. Cannot be opened without connection to an aircraft stand and a check-in desk or baggage claim. Okay, that's totally fine. We are going to need some check-in desks, which I'm pretty sure are largely already set up, if I'm not mistaken. So these guys are set up. These guys are not. So let's go ahead and grab all of these desks. I think I can grab you. So all of those are actually connected already. So you 2 need to be connected to that baggage bay. Are all of these connected right now? I think they might be. It definitely looks that way, doesn't it? Which is a little bit worrying. So we're only going to have 2 desks for that. So what I'm going to do actually is grab these 2 and connect them to there as well. And then looking at this bag drop here, so that's going to about there. Oh boy, this will be something. That's going to about there. Where's this one going? So it's going there as well. What about the 2 at the bottom? They're going to that guy. And what about you? You're going to there as well. Okay. So I'll grab these 2 bag drops and I'm going to move those onto the new baggage bay as well. And then the last thing we need to do is set up baggage claim, which I've ever so slightly improved with a few new benches. So this one right here, we're going to connect it up to this baggage bay. And now we should be able to switch that on. And we should be able to switch that room on. And now that should work, which is fantastic. This should be working as well. And pretty much everything should be working. So now we're basically in a spot where this entire thing should be working. And we should be able to get a whole bunch of planes coming in here. Which is slightly terrifying, to be brutally honest. Because I am not 100% sure how well this is going to go. Like I said, we're basically in a situation where the airport is super busy and where security is having some serious issues. So it's great that this is all built. And just to clarify on why it was all built, you know, off camera and why I didn't record it. Like I said, the game is freezing up every 10 minutes or so. It's pretty rough to play right now. So I figured, you know, I would suffer through it. I couldn't really be bothered recording it and having to like pause and be like, oh, here we go. The game's freezed again every 10 or so minutes. So we just kind of dealt with it in that way. And yeah, I think now that is everything set up. So let's go ahead and just get this thing decorated. And I'm going to do it the lazy way. So I'm going to start down here. I'm just going to cover this entire thing in blue carpet, which is done. And then I'm going to go in and start doing the gray carpet the way I think the gray carpet needs to be done. And again, it's freezing. There you go. This is what I mean. Every time I try to do anything, it has, I mean, it's just the auto saving, and I can turn that off if I want to. But if I turn off the auto saving, I'm 100% going to forget to save. Or what's going to happen is the second I turn off auto saving, the game is going to freeze and crash, and I'm going to lose everything. That's just the way my luck is. I guarantee it would happen. So we'll just do this. We'll just have this all set up nicely. We'll go in with the marble right here. And we'll cover this entire space in marble. We can cover this entire space in marble. And we'll cover this space in here in marble as well. And then what I want to do is I want to get these areas nicely covered as well. Because I think down here should probably look relatively presentable before they go into the tunnel, right? It should be kind of nice, kind of welcoming. It's kind of cool that you can see out of the plane and all that. I mean, we don't have windows on any of the new ones now that I look at it, so we should probably do that as well. But, you know, make it presentable. So let's just copy and paste some windows here. So these guys are going to go right about there. It's only $750 as well, which is honestly not bad. I'm also going to pause while I do this, because I do want to have a little look and just make sure everything's working the way I want it to. So that's the Windows setup. Going underground, let's just... I was going to say that could be a room right there, but I think, well, I guess it can be. Probably a bathroom, to be honest, but we'll go ahead and just put the old marble into all of these spaces as well. Just, again, to make it look that little bit fancier. I think it is a nice color. I'm kind of a fan of the warm tone, so it does the job. There we go. We got marble through there. We can get marble in there, and we can get it in there as well. I think there's one more. Yep, right there. We'll just cover it in that nice sandy marble color as well. So we have a plane coming in here, but we don't have any vehicles assigned to any of these stands yet, which is 100% something we're going to need to do. So 33, 34, and 35. Let's have a look at my vehicles. So in terms of aircraft, we're going to be looking for the large pushback trucks, which need to be assigned to there. And then you need to be assigned to there. And you need to be assigned to there. So that's fine. That's the pushback stuff sorted. In terms of baggage, I think we're going to need some large belt loaders coming through here. So we'll go for you. And I don't know if any of, I don't know if stand 32 has one assigned, but we'll assign these ones anyway. And I guess we'll assign, oh, we can't assign you. That's fine. So that's all right. Those should be sorted. So 33, 4, and 5. Yep, that's done. What else are we looking for? I guess baggage trucks as well. So I don't know which of these is going to be good for this, but we'll assign you. We can, I guess, assign you to here as well, and we'll assign you down that way as well. Now, what else can I assign to these stands that we're going to be needing? I don't think we need to assign fuel trucks or transit or emergency. I think that's about everything. So you're coming in. The jetways extend out, and everybody is able to get off and go underground, which is fantastic. We have got some planes backing up a little bit, but that's all right. We've got them coming in and letting people off the planes, which is beautiful. So we should have some people going down this way as well, which they absolutely are. Although they're only using one of the passport checks there. Why is that? What's going on there? Why are you guys only using one passport check? You don't feel like using two, do you? What if I didn't have that as a passport area? Oh no. I'm not 100% sure why they're not using all of these. It's a little concerning. What if I extend this back? Is that... There's like 3 different zones in there. I think that's what's going on. It's a little... That's a little weird. So that's all connected. There we go. So now they're spreading out, which is good news. Let's look a little further down. There's another freeze coming in, which is lovely. Love it every time. There we go. So looking down this way, it seems all right. I think we'll just connect like that to be safe. And we'll connect like this as well, just to be nice and safe. And I guess we'll do the same down at this bottom one as well, just to make sure everything is doing what we need it to be doing. So this is all going to be one international zone right there. So that seems fine. People are getting off that flight, no problem. They're going through, no problem. They're all coming underground without too much of an issue. Let's look at security and see how security's doing, because that's going to be the real test. It is doing all right for now, but there are a lot of people that look to want to get through there. Oh boy. Okay. We'll see how this plays out. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of really curious to see how that goes. I'm also curious to see how things go down here, because we do have this all set up to work, right? It should be fine. I have set up all of the conveyor belts underground up this way as well, so that should all be all right as well, if I'm looking at it. So that's all getting ready to go. That's all the arrivals coming in. So it goes underground, and it goes underneath again right there. So that's fine. That's doing what it should be. But the stuff that needs to go out to the planes doesn't look like it's going out to the planes right now, which is a bit of a worry. I've got to be honest. Not really sure why nothing's going out yet. Unless the trucks for those things just haven't showed up, but I have no idea. I'm not going to stress about it. I don't think there's anything to be gained by stressing about it right now. The bags will either get to the planes or they will not. And that's just going to be the way of it, I guess. Oh yeah, so there's security starting to get really busy. This is kind of what I was expecting. That's kind of exactly what I was expecting. But it is making us a bunch of money, and this is working, which is lovely news. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get de-icing going, because we've pretty much got to the point where this is like the last thing to build into the airport. So we might as well get these de-icing pads going, and we might as well get the de-icing depot or whatever we want to call it. And these things, honestly, can kind of go like there, and well, I guess over here as well. So we'll just do 3 of them, right? We'll get 3 of the depot things. We need to buy some vehicles, which will be the de-icing trucks. We'll go ahead and get, I don't know, we probably only need 3 of them. So we'll order those, and then we can go into operations. And I think that means that, oh, we need a fluid supply. Okay. Wait, we don't have this either. We don't have catering? Oh my God. Okay, we need to fix that as well. Let's go to economy. let's go to offered contracts. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be ChemCorp. That seems like the way to go. So we'll get that going. We should now be able to do de-icing, which is fantastic. And then we need catering, which I didn't even realize we weren't doing yet. I'm kind of surprised that I forgot about this. Oh, I know why I forgot about this. I forgot about this because it needs the, it needs that connection to the outside, doesn't it? Ah, okay. So how am I going to do catering? Oh, I could put it down here. That would be an option. I'd have to move some things around, but I think right here would be pretty good for catering. Or anywhere around there, to be completely honest. So let's do some bulldozing real quick, just clearing all of this out. So all of that can go away. And then what we'll do is we'll go and get the catering depot or depot, if you prefer. We can put it, I guess, right there, or well, I guess there's fine, right? Although it's a little weird, so we'll move it down by 1 to about that spot. And then we need the security thing. So the security point for the roads is this right here, which is normal road at the bottom, secure roads at the top. So right about there. And then we just do this, going straight up past catering, which now has a connection. And then we do a normal road right about there. And that should, in theory, now be working. Should be, unless I've done something horribly wrong, which is a definite possibility. No, it is working. Okay. That's fine by me. Although, what's wrong with you? It's not accessible from any world entrance tunnel. I disagree that it's not accessible from any world entrance tunnel, but sure. I guess I can just rebuild this, right? We have enough money, so we'll get rid of the catering again. We'll get rid of all of this, and we'll just go ahead and bring that road up. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the checkpoint. We can put it, I guess, right about here with a normal road connection here with a secure connection on the other side. And then catering, I guess, can sort of just go like this. So we'll build catering right about there. We'll bring the secure service road over like that, and we'll bring this road sort of down and just connect it to the same place that it was going to be. So basically that. And that seems fine. That's going to do the same job. That'll work for catering, which means I should be able to turn aircraft catering back on. And I'm wondering if we're probably going to need a lot of trucks for that. I imagine we will, but it is going to make me more money, so that's fine. We can get the trucks in a little bit. What I want to see, oh my God, my frames. Oh, my frame rate, good Lord. I want to see if this is working. I really want to see an aircraft go through de-icing because I've never, oh my God, I didn't even know I could go an angle like that. I've never actually had aircraft de-icing before. So it'd be kind of cool to see it. That's all I'm saying. It'd be kind of really cool to see it working. It'd be really neat. Although it is, what is it? It's like autumn right now. Hold on, what season is it? It's like summer? I've got no idea. I want to say that means it's summer, or is that just the weather? I really don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Wait, no, season. The season's winter. Okay, so maybe we will use de-icing. Maybe we use it at night. I don't know. I've really got no idea. I just want to see a plane on the pad because I've been, you know, sitting around for so long waiting to get these things. We might as well see a plane use it. It would be kind of nice. Are you going to use it? Nope. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's to be expected, I suppose. How are we doing in terms of money? I guess would be my question at this point. If we have a little look at economy, so previous day we spent quite a lot of money, but generally we're making plenty. I've been building a lot of stuff around here, and I'm still, you know, I've just passed $5 million. So I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves. I think it's fair to say, although, oh my God, what are you all complaining about? Can't find their way, make sure the path is accessible through walls and zones. What? What do you mean it's not accessible? Oh no. Oh no. So I've built an elevator that is going to let all of these people down into this area and allow them to basically go to whichever passport checkpoint thing they want to go to. It's weird. This is a very, very weird setup, and I'm not a fan of it because it looks like people are also using it as a means to come back up to the terminal and then head back across and down that way, which isn't really what I wanted them to do either. But it has at least gotten rid of everyone that was stuck in here. And I'm hoping that what we're going to end up seeing is people actually boarding these flights again, but it doesn't look like that's happening. It doesn't look like anyone's actually able to get through here at the moment, and I'm really not sure why. But wait, no, hold on. Someone just boarded that flight right there. So are people able to board now? Is it actually working as intended, and we're just dealing with a massive backlog of people that got stuck? So you, what are you doing? Are you boarding? You are. So people can board. We get 2 people that have boarded that flight. So I think we're just dealing with a backlog right now. So that's okay. That's not the end of the world. I don't really want people running around down here regardless. And there are a lot of people running around down here. But that is fine. I think we'll just sort of tolerate that for now. But right here, what's going on with this? A person can't leave. Why can't they leave? I don't quite understand why they can't leave that area. That's a bit weird to me. Unless I have added a bit of an international zone there, which is definitely a possibility. Yeah, they're all just standing around again. I don't understand this at all. I actually genuinely don't understand what's going on with all of this and why people are having so many issues leaving the various zones. Because they should just be free to go, right? They should be totally fine there, but they're just not. So that's very, very weird. Down this way seems to be having a similar issue. So again, I'm not really sure why they're having that issue. It just seems that zoning is just weird. I think I've got some weird overlaps going on and the game just doesn't really know what to do with it. Okay, I think the security checkpoints in the sides are going to have to be turned off. And I think what we'll do is demolish those. So all of those people kind of need to move away. And then we go in, we grab an escalator, and it has to be placed underneath the terminal. Oh, of course it does. Okay. So it's going to have to go there, which is totally fine. And another one right about there. We'll flip those around, which can't cross different zones. That's okay. We'll go upstairs. We'll make this all nice and secure. We'll go back down. We'll grab some escalators. We'll flip them. And essentially, they're going to go there and there. And that should be fine. So what I can do is actually go in and take out just a section of the terminal right there, adding a wall on the side. I hope I didn't demolish everything down below. That's fine. And there we go. These have all been built. We just kind of need some people to come up and fully staff them. And then hopefully these things are going to do good things for the airport. So let's get some more security officers in here. We'll hire you. We'll get you as well, and you and you. And again, hopefully we can get some people up in there to staff those things and get some of the passengers up into the new security space. Because if we can do that, I think, and I hope, that this will help us. I really do. It kind of needs to. It has to work. That's kind of the point that we've gotten to here, where this just has to work. Because if it doesn't, we're really going to be in trouble. I also want to see if these things are actually connected to anything, and they absolutely are. So they are working. It just doesn't seem that any passengers want to go to them, but I imagine that's because most of these people are already in the queue for the other checkpoints. I would imagine that's kind of what's going on. I would imagine that's why they don't. Wait, what are you having trouble with? So where do you want to go? So you want to go to an open, you want to go upstairs. Why can't you go upstairs? So he wants to go there, but it's not accessible. Why is it not accessible? There's an escalator right there. What do you mean it's not accessible? Oh man, what have I done? What have I done here? Why is this not? Wait, no, they're filtering now. I think they're figuring it out. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like they're starting to figure it out. So looking over at the departures area itself, it does seem like we do have people getting on board the planes again. So everything over at this end of things does seem to be working. I think really what's going on with the security space is that there are just massive numbers of people trying to get in here, which is causing a bit of a tailback, but also the amount of people that were sort of booted out of security when we got rid of the 2 security desks or whatever it is. I think we just have a lot of people that are massively delayed and the game is struggling to process them because a lot of them are trying to leave by bus. So we have queues out of the airport right now. I think that's essentially what's going on. Most of these people, well, actually, in saying that, it looks like there's a lot of them just standing around as well, but I think that's what's happening. There are a lot of them that are still coming back through security, and I'm not really sure what's going on with that, because it looks like about maybe 50% of them are coming back, and maybe, you know, the other 50 is actually managing to get into departures. So I'm not really sure. I've clicked on a couple of people around here and there, and some of them are, for some reason, trying to get into this security area despite not actually having departures in the international zone. So I think my airport's just getting a little bit weird, to be completely honest with you, and I'm not really 100% sure why that is. It is just behaving in a really strange way. Maybe we just don't have enough in terms of departures as well. That's probably part of what's going on as well. So maybe we want to look into, you know, expanding our capacity for departures. And I guess, I mean, to be completely honest, we could do that relatively quickly if we wanted to. I don't know how much this will necessarily fix things, but I'm willing to give it a bit of a shot. So let's just very, very quickly see what we can do here. So a bag drop is essentially going to go, I guess we're just going to do a bunch of bag drops down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll do 6 and 7. I think 7 bag drops is probably fair enough. In terms of conveyor belts, what we can do is the high-speed conveyors down right about here. And in terms of connecting it, I mean, it's just going to go up and around to the other one right there. So these guys go up to here and across like that. And then what we can do is, say, grab 2 of those and connect them to... Actually, you know what? Let's grab 1, 2, 3 of them and connect them to that new baggage bay right there. And then we'll go 1, 2 and connect it to that one right there. And we'll grab the other 2 and connect them to the next one right there. So that should give a few more options in terms of bag drop. I'm not too sure how popular that's necessarily going to be, but hopefully we'll see some bags heading that way shortly once people realize that those exist. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So I think what I'm going to do is just very quickly copy and paste all of this. We'll flip it and we'll just sort of throw it over by those bathrooms as well. So right about there should be absolutely perfect. If we go underground, it's just going to be the same case of going ahead and grabbing all of these high-speed conveyor belts right here, running it straight up to there and straight across to there. And in terms of connections, I'm going to go and say another 3 for that baggage bay there. We'll grab 2 and say that one this time, and 2 for that one. And we'll see what that does for us as well. Hopefully that opens things up a little bit. Hopefully that just sees, you know, more people go into to those bag drops and actually using them. I'm not really 100% sure if they will, but it'd be nice if they did. And I guess we could also, if we really wanted to, go ahead and just copy a bunch of the self check-in kiosk things as well. So if the game wants to catch up with me, I'll grab these and throw them right about there and there. And we'll throw a bunch of them over on the other side as well. And hopefully this is going to make life just a little bit easier for the airport. I'm not 100% sure that it will, but we'll certainly find out. We should be able to see a good few more people just getting through absolutely everything. And there we go. We actually have people using all of this and dropping their bags off already, which is fantastic news. So hopefully that speeds things up. Hopefully that'll help us out a little bit and make life just that bit easier. Hopefully a lot of these alerts will go away because I'm really not enjoying looking at them. But to be fair, this seems to happen a lot with this game. When you get to this stage, the game just starts to go kind of nuts when you make any remotely significant change to the setup of your airport. So I kind of expected this. I only slightly. I'm not going to say that I knew this would happen, but I suspected that the game would get a bit weird. I didn't expect it to be this weird. So hopefully sitting and staring at it for a little while is going to fix it, but it just seems to me like all of the little alerts are just moving around rather than getting fixed. But I don't know. I'll pay attention to it. I'll see what happens. We'll deal with it. We'll hopefully fix it. We'll hopefully have a working airport. I mean, we are making money. We're making a whole bunch of money. We've made 612,000 today alone, so we're doing good for money. We're just doing bad in terms of moving people around, which, I mean, you know, we're sort of an airport, so moving people around is kind of what we're supposed to be doing. And what are you guys complaining about? So this complaint here. So you are aiming for floor 1. So this is what I mean, right? This person is trying to go like there, and for some reason they can't do it. And I'm not 100% sure why. Wait, hold on. Where are you trying to go? Okay, yeah, they're trying to go through that security checkpoint. They're trying to get to that queue, but for some reason can't do that, despite the fact that they can just walk around. They can, you know, go up this escalator and they're able to go around into the security space. This is what I mean. The game can't figure out what the people are supposed to be doing, and I'm not really sure why it can't do that. It is a bit weird.